Today we are talking about prepositions. Okay, so prepositions tell you where things are. Are they above, over, around, beside, behind, under, inside, outside, all these different words. They tell you where, W-H-E-R-E, where is that thing? And the most difficult of some of these prepositions are on, in, at, and to, but let's just write some of these others as well. So on, in, at, behind, beside, under, above. Okay, so they tell you, where is my backpack? My backpack is on the table. My backpack is under the car. It tells you where these things are. Okay, so let's use them in a sentence. We have the dog ran, and now you'd put the preposition. So it is very common for the preposition to come after the verb. The dog ran into, the dog ran in, the dog ran around, the dog ran under. Okay, so you see how it comes after that verb, ran. It's telling you where that dog is running. The dog ran around the school, or around its house, or around the ball. It's telling you where. Okay, so there you see some of the structure with the sentence. You had that article, the subject noun, the verb, and then a preposition that followed that verb. Okay, so let's look at the preposition at, on, in, and to. Now these are the most difficult prepositions. We learn them when we're very young in America, but these break all the rules. They have their rules that they stick by, but they also break the rules. So let's try some of them in a sentence. We have, I am at the house. Okay, so this does not break the rules. I am at, you are there. I am at the house. That sentence makes sense. Okay, let's show another good example with on. I am on the bed. You don't sleep under the bed. You don't sleep over the bed. You sleep on the bed. So very, very common. It makes sense and it works. Let's try it with in. I am in the store. Yes, you go inside a store. Okay, now to. I am going to school. Okay, to, it's from one place to another. You are moving in that direction. You are going to school, or you're going to your school. Okay, so these are all good examples of these prepositions, how they make sense in these sentences. So again, we have to, in, on, and finally at. Okay, so we are going to give some examples of at, on, in, and to that are maybe not as common or that don't obey the rules. So these are some of the tricky examples with these prepositions that throw students off, students who are learning English as a second language, or foreign students. This can really confuse them when they're learning prepositions. And it can go on into advanced English that they still haven't mastered these basic prepositions. And it's not because they're not smart, it's just because these prepositions break the rules. Okay, so let's start with to. I have time to spare. Okay, so this is a common phrase used in English, but you see, it doesn't really make sense. I have time to spare. You're not going somewhere, you're not moving somewhere, you're just saying I have time to spare. It's one of those rule breakers that doesn't make sense. Yet, but if you say I have time spare, that is bad English and you will lose points for it. So let's take a look at in. He was in a hurry. Okay, so hurry means fast. He was in a hurry. Hurry isn't a car, it isn't an airplane. So why would he be in a hurry? Okay, and you also see examples with in January or in February. Yeah, it might be that month, but why are you in the month? It doesn't really make sense. If I say in January, I will be going to visit my parents. He was in a hurry. So this is another example of a rule breaker. This breaks the rules of prepositions. Okay, let's take a look at on. I will get on the airplane. Okay, this is very common for people to say, I will get on the airplane. Okay, you don't fly on an airplane. You are in or inside of an airplane, not on an airplane, but we say this all the time here in America, I will get on the airplane. That doesn't make sense. You use on with days of the week also, like on Friday or on Thursday. You don't stand on top of a day. You're not sitting on a day. Yet you say, on Friday, I will go and see a movie, or on Saturday, I will go shopping at the mall. Okay, and let's look at the last one, at. She is looking at him. Okay, so at. Normally you say you are at the house, you are at the mall, you are at the park, but you are looking at him? That's just unusual. Why would you say you are looking at him? Okay, so here you have some examples of how these prepositions break the rules and how they trick you. So keep these in mind. Try to remember some of these slang phrases and words, and even feel free to go on the internet and look up some more examples.